So we are up. I said, hey, before I get to my other destination, I said, hey, let's go live. I'm in the neighborhood. I said, hey, let's get on and get these videos started. So we have a lot to discuss in a short amount of time. I want to say good morning. Members, you all will get the first screening of Risk Taker. Y'all don't know who he is, so make sure y'all Google him. You all will get the first screening of Risk Taker, the interview with Risk Taker. This is the first time that brother was on our show. So you all will probably get the first, you all will get the screening of that tomorrow night. So I will be back in Texas. So y'all will get that tomorrow night for my members and for a Patreon. And so if you don't see it live, then you will have to wait till the general public get to see it. And I believe the general public will see it probably Saturday or Sunday for the general public. But my members, you all will get the first look. And any of my interviews, whether it's the chasing people, whether it's anybody, a politician, anybody, the members and Patreon will get to see it first, and then it will drop for the general public because they are paid for it. So members, you all will get to see that interview Wednesday night, and also we will do like a show after that, like we'll talk about it, and I want to get your thoughts. So that would be there. It's a short, sweet one. I think it's about 30 minutes. So that's like a 30-minute one. Yeah, about a 30-minute interview. And so that would be with Risk Taker. He was on Rolling Stone. He is one of the artists to look out for out of Michigan, even though he resides in Atlanta, Georgia. So I want to interview these people. And let me say this, the reason why I'm interviewing these people that you may not know, because they may not be a household name, not today, but tomorrow or next week, they could jump on the verse with Drake and become a household name. So when you see that, that will just show you something. Be grateful, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, wow. So never turn your book. If they have a great story, and if I was entertained by it, I don't care about the numbers. And I always tell my students, don't worry about the numbers in the beginning. Don't worry about it at all. Worry about the content, and the views will catch up. Because when you're worried about the views, then you will forget about the content. So let that be your top priority when you wake up. What is a good thing to do? So that will drop Wednesday. All right. So we got a lot to discuss. Can't wait till that drop. Yes. Oh man, let's get into these topics. Wait. Okay. Now this just came into my desk on about a day or two ago. We have two billionaires battling over to purchase BET, BET and VH1. Paramount is want to sell. They don't want to hold on to BET anymore or VH1, so they want to sell it. So Tyler Perry is in negotiation. Now, mind you, it's in early stages. And also Byron Allen would like to buy the network as well. So you have two people that two African Americans that want to be majority stakeholders in BET and VH1. I'm excited. I would love for it to go to either one. Byron is a good guy. I love how he stood up for his people, and he fought Comcast because they was not treating him fairly. And I also love Tyler Perry. I mean, his plays, his movies. I mean, he helped BET have some of the highest rating shows on BET. And usually people are not really watching shows on television like they used to. But we will see how this is going to play out. Byron mostly have more experience than having networks than Tyler Perry, because Tyler Perry is more so experienced in shows. But yeah, Byron have experience having networks, and he owns the Weather Channel, which have more support than the BT. But what Tyler Perry have is the skill set and the talent that can make a network successful, because he know how to produce some great shows. So we will see how that's going to play out in the future. And a lot of people say, oh, it's going to be just Madea. No, actually, Tyler Perry he does other things. He's doing a movie with Kerry Washington, and it's a movie about the brigade of African American women. I think when they served in World War I or World War II. It was one of those wars. And it was kind of unforgotten. It was unforgettable. It's unforgettable. And it almost disappeared from history. But he's directing that movie, and that's gonna be a good pivotal moment for Netflix. So Tyler Perry do have the skill set. A lot of people don't know that Tyler Perry was in starting his own network um, right after Oprah. And Oprah was battling with, not having people clicking on the network. It wasn't being successful. So she called Tyler, and that's when Tyler put out Half and Have Not. So whoever takes this network, I just want it to be Black owned. Not only Black owned, I want to be able that once it becomes Black owned, that the advertisers do not lowball BET and VH1, because it was a book, Power of the Billionaires. I forgot the name of the book. Roland talked about on the show. But anyway, it's a person that he wrote a book about BET and about the sale of BET. And he wrote in that book that BET was getting $1,200 per ad. And I believe VH1 at the time was getting 3 times, 4 times that amount. So if they do, Tyler Perry, Byron Allen, take this, we're able to get, BET under their ownership. I hope that the advertisers don't want to play fickle with the money, because typically they do that when it comes to stuff like that. So we will see how this is going to play out in the future. And I'm 100% down for Tyler or Byron. I like them both. I think both of them are going to do great at the helm as the owner, and whoever they will have as the president to run the day-to-day operations. I hope that they does a great job, and I hope they continue the BET Awards, because that's such an iconic piece of the BET Awards for people. So hopefully that goes through, and we will keep y'all updated on this. Like I said, this is just in the early stages. No decision has been made. Tyler have not officially purchased BET and VH1. Neither has Byron Allen. So these are like early developments and stuff like this. And typically this can also be, when it comes to typically. And Sarah said something in here. I watched Roland's special on advertisers. I can't believe how much they undervalue the Black dollar. They very undervalue the Black dollar. And a lot of the Black-owned places that we used to support, Jet, Ebony, and so many others, they've been frozen out of the money. And so that's why a lot of Black-owned media die out. And so when people say, well, Wiley, why are you begging your people? Because my people have to fund me, because we're not getting the top dollar for advertisers. You know what I'm saying? And then when I tell people my prices, even Black-owned businesses, they don't want to do it. They want to run an ad, a 30-second ad for $100. There's no way in the world I'm going to run a 30-second ad on my show for $100. That's worth $500 to $1,000 because of the interaction and the engagements. And that's a good price, $500. If you can't run that, then don't hit me up. And just because I'm Black don't mean I should take pennies on a dollar. In order for me to thrive and be successful, you $500, and another person, reached out to me. They want to do a YouTube consultation. I'm running a special for this month for $250, where you pretty much talking with me for 30 days. We go over strategies and bring you on my show, and I post you on my community wall and stuff. And people, they said $250, that's too much. What about $75? I said, ma'am, what I'm trying to do, I'm giving you knowledge that a lot of these YouTubers gonna pay. You got to pay $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you websites. I'm giving you strategies. I'm giving you tools that you can use, and also you are getting me on the phone, and I'm sharing you on my platform. So $250 for 30 days is great. And another woman, she paid for another month of $250. So I'm not selling myself short anymore. I have a platform. I have a growing platform. And if you want my help, $250, and that special ends on April 1st. So that's the special that we're running. And then on April 1st, it goes up another 250 and all of that. So, and it'll be $500. And I don't see a problem issue with that. And we have 1, 2, 3. I think we have 3, if I'm not mistaken. 2 or 3 people. And so that's what it is. And so I'm doing this to thrive, and also we have a GoFundMe because we don't have, Ford paying $3 million. And I don't get, I don't have an advertising budget. And the people that reach out for me advertise, they bull crapping. They don't want to pay. You know what I'm saying? They're the type of people, oh, you wear my shirt, and if people buy the shirt, I give you a piece. No, I don't want to do with that deal. That's a sharecropper deal. If you want me to promote your shirts, and I used to rock people's stuff for free, and I'll still probably do if I mess with you. You got a good vibe. But if you want to do a commercial of your product, or if you want me to wear some of your product or wear it at the award show where I get more media attention, you have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You have to really, really pay for that. And that's just how it goes. So we will see how this is going to go in the future with BET. But I'm just telling you how to run the WILEY, and not, selling myself short. So let's go ahead on with that. And everything like that. So they say many don't have his history or knowledge to put on paper to actually show what investors is and where it would go and benefit them. And we will see how this is going to play out with Tyler Perry, because of course he will have to use other people's money to buy the network. So we will see if Tyler Perry is able to succeed. I mean, he's able to operate a studio, but Byron actually have the history to deal with investors. So I agree with that comment, because he dealt with investors before, to get the Weather Channel and spend other people's money. So we will see how successful he would be with BET, and we will see who will get it. I think a lot of people is going to choose Byron Allen because he's more visible with having networks, and then the people that don't understand that will probably pick Tyler Perry, because Tyler Perry has been dominating the media with that. And then now you see Byron Allen name starting to come up, but because a lot of more people probably know Tyler Perry than Byron Allen. That's just be clear, because Tyler have been so relevant to a lot of people. Now I'm gonna go to this other subject here, and I want to make sure that we're not rushing, like too much rushing in here. We're gonna talk about Armand and Nicki Minaj, and this is where I want to break this down, because Nicki repost Armand in her Instagram story, and everybody is having something to say. It's two things of my theory. My main theory is Nicki posts Armand on her IG to make Cardi feel some type of way. It put Cardi in this box, or like, girl, why is Nicki posting your quote unquote friend, and your friend that supposed to be this, why is she posting him? So that just to make it feel some type of way. And in another piece, Armand has been criticizing Lotto, and then Lotto responded, and a lot of things Armand said, Nicki Minaj would like to say those things. So it's two different theories you can go with. The main theory is the Lotto piece right now. And then also you got, the whole thing to make Cardi feel some type of way. Armand shares a couple of things. I got the email, and I want to make sure we put this up of the email. Give me a second, because I screenshotted some things that people sent me that Armand wrote on his IG. Okay, give me a second. Okay, he wrote hold on, let me go to the first one. Give me a second here. I want to go to the first one. He wrote, "Good morning. I was looking for Lotto's lottery on Billboard. I couldn't seem to find it. Has anyone seen it?" And he said, "Before you come saying I'm dragging it, kiss my ass. Because if the record would have jumped up the charts, my mention would be crazy with a bunch of now you see." And now Armand is saying that on IG. And it was another post that he said on IG that I do want to read. Let me see where it is at. The crazy part is, if when Lotto makes a hit or a record that I like and I give her flowers, y'all going to say I'm flip-flopping and going to want me to keep that same energy and trash the record. But why? It's not personal. And I think that people really goes out the window with this whole flip-flopper piece. One day you can like this artist, the next day you don't have to like this artist. That does not make you a flip-flopper. That makes you human. And I think with Lottery was okay. It was a cute record. I think it was better than Nicki Minaj's record, to be honest. I really believe that. And I think that Lotto, unfortunately, she took a massive hit because she didn't get destroyed because she's still talented and still young. But she did take a hit with certain fans because of what she dissed Nicki and how, she stood up to Nicki Minaj. But I think in order for this to work, you have to move strategically to dominate the rap game. And I think that is wise of Cardi not responding to Nicki Minaj. I think it's wise for Megan not to go toe to toe with Nicki, because why even take that risk of it may end it like a Remy Ma? Now, when it comes to what Armand said on her IG and Nicki reposted it, that yes, she brings some type of electricity to the female rap game, and she, wake it up, because at one point when she go away, the rest of the females are not dominating the charts. They're not really doing anything. You got Glorilla, she was popular, and now she's facing, is going to happen, a wrongful deletion lawsuit. And so, because two people got stampede and their life is gone. So you got Glorilla, even though she was gaining some popularity, but it looked like that can be at a standstill with all of that lawsuit. So hopefully she got a good insurance company, because I do believe they're going to sue the promoter. They're going to sue the fire department. They're going to sue the venue, all of the owners of the venue. So they're going to be suing multiple people because it was a lot of people that was in there. But when it comes to, Nicki, she takes these breaks. I mean, Nicki can be gone for a month or two, and it's like it's quiet with female rap. Like they're not really dominating. And then she can come back, and then all hell then broke loose. And even when she does her show, most of these other female rappers, they don't do a show. They're not out here doing a radio show and all of that. I think Lotto did something on Station Head. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I did see it on Station Head, but she learned that idea from Nicki Minaj, and also Nicki will be, on Station Head soon. So that's just to let you know on that soon. So give me a second here. I want to make sure I post that in the chat if y'all want to hit the link. I think a lot of people say Armand is emotional. I think that he is very emotional, and that's tied with him. It could be drug use. It could be, and when I say drug use, I can say weed, because weed can get you paranoid. It could be him popping pills, and also it could be him with the alcoholism. Alcohol can really deter or, your attitude, and it really can. And I think that with him, it could just definitely do it. And I have to say, I really don't even have to say allegedly with the alcoholism, because you can see it, but I can just, to protect myself, I would say allegedly. But when you're drinking excessively and it alters your attitude, like you get drunk and those voices in your head or are under the influence, and you go there to the show, and you just go off because of the alcoholism. And I think that it provokes him when he gets drunk. It provokes him. And that's what it does. And I think that he's in denial that he's an alcoholic. You can see the denial. But when it comes to female rap, he's not off on that department, because female rap is dead without Nicki Minaj. Because Cardi is compromised, because she too busy want to be a mother. She got lazy. She lost her hunger. She got a husband. She got children, and motherhood do change you. But so she don't even care about putting out a next album, because she made millions on her first album with all of the people taking the songs, she made a lot of money with endorsement deals and etc. You know, Cardi still haven't done a world tour. So, you know, she's not really popping. Like even when she jump on the feature, she's still hot. But Nicki is a different type of person. She is an institution because, like I said, Nicki Minaj has been out for over a decade. So she became an institution because when she was in her younger years, she laid great foundation with features, with all type of stuff. Even when it comes to Ice Spice, I think Ice Spice is a plant. I don't know where Ice Spice came from. And then I thought it was very disgusting. Ice Spice makes a lot of nasty lyrics, and she was doing videos with Kanye West's daughter, and I felt that was quite disgusting. I feel as though they're trying to force Ice Spice down our throats. I do believe she is a nappy-headed troll that became famous. In my humble opinion, I don't know where she came from, and I would have to like really get into her music. I just think she just came somewhere, and I don't know why they don't tell her to like calm her nappy head. I don't know why not. You know, her head is nappy. That's just my humble opinion. I feel like you should at least put a high comb or a perm in there, in my humble opinion. Now I know I don't want to offend nobody because some people say it's about having natural hair, natural this, natural that, but it comes a point that it ain't natural, it's just nappy. Okay, it's an end there, but it ain't natural, it's just nappy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they give words, oh, it ain't nappy, it ain't nappy, it's natural. No, that's nappy. If you put your hand in there and cut your finger, those are naps. I gotta say that. And I know I don't want to say it out loud because it's a lot of women, they have natural hair and all that type of stuff. But when I put my hair in Mrs. Wiley hair, I don't want to have to get my hair cut with all them naps. I'm just saying. Now I'm gonna say that humbly, and I understand that. And we'll drop the link, and you can call in. You give your opinion, but I'm just gonna give mine. All right. And if you don't agree with my opinion, you can always hit the link and call in. Like Nicki, one thing I like about her, she don't have nappy hair. She put, you know, weave and if it is probably nappy under there, but she put weave on her hair. So I don't see an issue. I don't see a problem with that. And I'm just being real with you because I understand that people unfortunately don't like to hear the truth. They don't like to hear the truth. And that's what I'm gonna say. And Ice Spice is just one of those type of people because Ice Spice, unfortunately, I believe that she is a plant. And I believe that her hair is nappy. Now, I don't know if that's like a style she's trying to bring back, the nappy afro like black people used to wear in the 70s. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of her hair. I'm just not a fan of her hair at all. And I would definitely break it down and break it down in another video, but it just looks that way to me. Honestly, it does. And so when it goes back to Nicki, I don't get nappy vibes from her. I've always seen her hair straight. Now, mind you, it is a wig because Tate did her wigs and stuff. So I get that, but I just don't really see it for Ice Spice. I really don't. So I would break it down with Ice Spice. I probably got some Ice Spice fans in here. And if you want to say something about it, you know, you're more than welcome to. So give me a second. I would we'll drop it. The link. Okay, I dropped the link. So you just hit the link. Moderators, grab the link if anybody want to call in because that's what it is. Okay, give me a second here. Okay. Let me. Oh, Kel. Oh,
Wiley.
Mikhail. Hi, hi, hi.
Hello, everybody. Wiley, first of all, her hair is not nappy whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not.
And
So
I want to
what you
say
want to say?
90,
It's not nappy. It's what?
it's not nappy. No,
Okay.
and 99.8% of your chat says it's not nappy. I don't know what you looking at, but Ice Spice hair is not nappy.
What?
And the, Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe I have to look at a picture because the picture I looked at, it was nappy, and that's just my perspective. Maybe your perspective is straight. But did you ever put your hands in there because you're a producer? Did you ever produce and try to put your hands to see if it's not nappy or straight?
Okay, but listen. So my hair is naturally curly. So at first it's straight, and then give it about a few weeks, it grows out, it gets curly. But I guess if you look at it from afar, you may think it's nappy, but when you touch it, it's nice and soft. Okay, it
Mm.
is. It is. She has good hair. Okay, I mean, well, I don't know if it's good, but what I can say, it's not nappy.
Okay, I'm gonna have to really dive into it and look at some couple pictures. You're saying that it's curly. I said, can it be curly nappy or something? I feel like the naps, but I'm a really, and I don't know Ice Spice. I never seen a woman in my life. I don't know. She's not really that talented to me. She don't make me bob my head in a beat when the beat drop. So Nicki does, and I'm glad that she was able to break that down because you said your hair is curly. I've never seen your hair. I think I met you before. Okay, and I didn't get
Not
that
you think
curly.
you met me. First of all, not you said you think you met me.
I met you before.
Wiley's. I'm sorry for the people in the chat. Wiley's really acting brand new. Like we didn't take a picture together. We didn't interview together at the
Yes,
award
we
show.
did. We
He's
met.
respectful.
We met, and I didn't get that. I didn't say, "Oh my gosh, his hair is nappy." No, I didn't get that. But Ice Spice just looked at some way. It looks like she just rolled out of bed.
But do you
In
feel like that because are you saying that because you look at her as having somebody who doesn't have talent and you don't like her music, so you just
the,
cutting her up
it
and
was just
dry?
it was really the hair for me. Of course, she doesn't have any talent, any quite talent or anything. But have you ever seen a Q-tip with a lot of fuzzy stuff on it? That's what it looks like a used Q-tip with her hair. It just gives me that vibe, and I don't know why it gives me that vibe, but it does. It does, and I don't want to talk bad about Ice Spice because again, she's younger than me. She's older
How
than
you
me.
gonna say you don't want to talk bad about Ice Spice? But this entire 30 minutes has been chopping her to pieces, and she has done what? Nothing to you.
No. She have not, but her hair have because
Oh my
sometimes
god.
that hair provoked me. I wouldn't say anything if it was straight and curly like Marilyn Monroe or Hillary Clinton, but it just gave me that nappy vibe, and I'm like, why can't she just go get a perm or get a hot comb as they used to do back in the day,
But
or
while
go
you
to
do know in the black community, black American, not even just like African American, but black people, we have different textures of hair.
really
All of Wiley, okay, listen, your hair texture is different from mine, and we're still black.
absolutely.
So would you
Is
say that
she
your hair is
really black?
nappy?
I thought is her mom white or she's fully black.
We're not talking about her. We're talking about you. Would you say your hair is nappy?
I would say my hair is that, but that's how I have to keep. If I don't keep it cut and laid down and stuff, I have to keep it cut because when I let it grow, like Ice Spice, you see all the naps, and so that's why I try to keep it slim and trim. Now I don't know if Ice Spice is fully black. She might be a half black. I don't know. I have to check her ancestry, and I would have to talk with her team to see if she's fully black. But she don't give me fully black. I believe maybe I don't know. What do you think? She's fully black or half black? I would say she's half black.
Well, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the database. It says her father is black and her mother is Dominican. So she's mixed.
Oh, that's why it's nappy because all them two nations come together and it's
oh
creating
my
all the
god.
naps.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
god.
I see why now it makes sense. Or maybe because in a minute it's all that heat and sweat and it turns into naps. So I don't know. I'm gonna really have to get into that. And like I said to Ice Spice, I say it in love. I'm just giving my opinion, but I've never heard you come and quote Ice Spice bar. Do you know a bar, Mikhail, that you quote one of her bars? I know you
So
know a
I
Nicki bar.
I I don't listen to Ice Spice, but I don't think that she's ugly, and I don't think she has nappy hair. She just doesn't have the kind of music that I would listen to. But there's other people that do. Now, what I just noticed this morning is that I was watching all the past Rolling Loud videos from this past weekend, and she has the most watched show over Little Wayne,
Really?
over Little Baby. So she's clearly doing something right. She's not for me, but she's doing something right. So leave that
Because she
girl
mostly
alone.
probably catering towards the Karens in middle America. Probably. I don't know. Because it's like I like the Lizzo, the big girl. Um and I'm black, but more majority of our audience are like white people. But I like her. You're special, okay? I like even though she needs to push back that plate because I want her to live a long life and she eat a lot, but she can eat
Mm.
up a person in that studio. And I know in
How do
her
you
studio,
know that? How do you know that Lizzo eats a lot? Because she's working on her health right now, and she's
I
very
know she eat a lot. I know when she go to a concert and her contract and the writer and the contract, I know they have to have hamburgers, baby back ribs in there for her
oh
to
my
eat because
God.
I could just tell her that she like to eat and stuff like that. And she knows this. You know, Monique was the type of girl, big girl and something. She knows, of course, she slimmed down because her third husband said to her, "I want you to live a long life." So I want Lizzo to live a long life as well. She
I am so
always
surprised that you are coming after Lizzo. Lizzo is probably the most body positive woman out there who shows who she is. She loves her curves. She loves her body. She even makes sure that her dancers are big girls. She promotes them. She loves them, and she's a vegan. Well, you know what,
but
Wiley?
she eat a
I'm
lot.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have
So
to
just
question some
because
of
you
your
a
lies
vegan,
now.
she probably eat like 12 or 13 pounds worth of stuff. And just because you're vegan, you probably eat a lot. You need to slim down from the vegan plate and push that vegan plate back. You know what I'm saying? Because that accumulate with all them carbs. And even B Loves Life, a YouTuber, she even got thick because she was eating all them strips and crab legs and stuff like that. That's how it is. And I'm not gonna try to offend her and stuff like that because I'm obese myself.
But she's healthy though, Wiley.
I lost 7 pounds. I don't think so. She's giving me high cholesterol, high blood
Wiley,
pressure. I don't
there's
think
so
so.
many people who are unhealthy, who are smaller than you, your
True.
size, bigger than you, and a toothpick.
That
So I don't think your
that's a good point.
analogies, Wiley, you know you've been kind of off your rocker this morning. I don't know if
No,
because
no, no, no,
I
no.
don't know. I don't know
I'm
if
just
because
saying
you're
it.
in the
I'm just
car
saying this, and
today.
then I just said it, and she always shaking like her butt and stuff like that. I just think that why are you promoting obesity? We need to be promoting health. We need to be promoting being slim because being obese it leads to high blood pressures. You have to lose your limbs. Even Jason Lee, you know, he couldn't lose the weight in the gym, couldn't do it. He
You
was
know what,
very
Wiley?
weak, and he
Okay,
had to
let
get
me tell you
surgery.
something.
He had to
You
get
just
surgery and
you
stuff.
just reminded me of something. You just reminded me of something because you just made a comment about people need to lose weight and to do whatever. So the reason why I created my show Lovers and Friends is because I got tired of seeing dating shows of all the guys having six packs, an 8 pack, all the girls got double D's, looking flat stomach. Big. I got tired of seeing that. That is not a real reality. Real reality all day, every day. I wanted if you had acne, if you had gaps, if you had a dad bod, I wanted regular people to get shine, to be chosen, and to find love. What you're trying to say is that you're not. I'm not gonna say you're not attracted to them, but that if you are not, you're saying that healthy means slim and in shape and fit. That has nothing to do with that.
I understand that. I slept with Reese G and he was very obese. You know what I'm saying? I had to replace my bed and everything after that. So, you know, with that being said, I don't discriminate with obese people. I've done it with him. He's very obese, breathe very hard, but that's okay. He had an amazing rectum area, right? I came. So I just
Mhm.
want to put that on the record. So I don't discriminate. I'm just saying what people and your nutrition and all of that, the doctors would say that, you know, being obese is unhealthy. And that's what my doctor told me when I was in the doctor's office. She said, I want you to live a long life, but you're on a dangerous path being 300 and some odd pounds. Of course, I lost 7 pounds because I want to live a long life. And guess what? I feel so free walking and burning and sweating, and I push back the plate. Now, though, I do have cravings of eating about 2 racks of ribs, but I know I can't do what Lizzo does. And I know she gets the most best food that money can buy, but it's a lot of carbs. And I think she's lying. She's not really a vegan. She in there eating fried chicken and stuff. She just tell y'all she's a vegan. But I know big people, and I know she have a snack department in her refrigerator and also by her bed because that's what I used to do. But I'm just so happy that I'm on this weight loss journey. I just want all of us to be on this weight loss journey. Now you're right. You could be skinny and unhealthy. You could be skinny and have all type of disorders.
But
But
just because you're on your journey doesn't mean you got to preach it to the choirs for them
I
to
don't.
keep their
I'm
journey.
not really preaching to the choir. I'm just talking to you, this lovely
Why,
woman.
Wiley? But this is not a private conversation.
Really, it's not. Yeah, I hear
That's
what you're saying. And I'm not doing it because, Lizzo probably won't see this video. And if she does see it, we will have to have this conversation. I would tell her to push back the play. I said the same thing for Stacey Abrams. And I said, you lost the race because you're obese. Don't nobody want to have an obese person in office. Not saying that it won't happen, but for a black woman, I would love to see a slimmer woman because men love slimmer women with a nice rack. Not saying men don't like big women. But I'm just saying, she should have pushed the plate back and also talked about legalizing marijuana. But I'm so happy to see you because I'm going to be
how do
covering
we
the show.
get how I'm sorry, how do we get from you saying Ice Spice has nappy hair to Lizzo need to push a plate back to Stacey Abrams to this is just all over the place and I
Yeah,
just
I'm just
cannot.
saying. I'm just putting these
I
points up.
cannot.
It's in my mindset and everything like that. But I'm gonna be covering your show tomorrow because, like I said, I cover Chasing Dallas every time it come on. I just been behind schedule because I've been covering the election. But I'm just really coming. I don't want big girls to come from because, like I said, I love big women. I think they're big and beautiful, right? But I want you to be healthy. And if you
There
hear
is a
yourself,
lot of bigger women who are still healthy. So I think you have to listen, I feel like you mean well, but your choice of words are all wrong. All of them.
really, my choice of
There's
words.
not one word you said that I'm going to agree with. No.
Well,
Not
if
today.
you breathe heavy, that's a problem right there. If you breathe heavy and you can't walk up a flight of stairs, that had to be. I remember I knew I was obese. It was very sad because I walked up these 3 flights of stairs and I was breathing heavy. And now that I've been on these daily walks every day, now I can walk up the 3 flights of stairs and I'm okay. I'm not breathing excessively heavy. So I can see myself on a journey of getting used to, bringing down the weight. But we have to preach this, Mikhail. You're not 600 pounds. You're a slim guy. We have to preach to our black brothers and sisters. We
Okay,
want them to
well,
live more life.
no,
They need
wait a
to
minute.
push
I
back the
may be a
plate.
little bit smaller, but I don't come on live saying you need to stop eating. You're fat, you're obese, you're unhealthy, your hair is nappy. I do not do that. First of all, I may get a bad rap from some for some other things of being shady, but this kind of shade I do not do because this is the reason why people don't want to take pictures and post them. This is why there's so many movements going on. Is because unlikely Wiley, people like you today are the reason why people have people need to go to counseling. People like look at themselves and think that they're not beautiful because you have a man who is body shaming a female and you're not even a female and you don't even know
It's
what
a lot
happens
of
in your
big
body.
buys. You even Reese G. I told him he didn't want to listen. I said, well, "How about you not eat those? That's 12 piece. How about you just have a salad?" He didn't want to hear me. So I said, for anybody, and I'm on this healthy journey for myself. And I can only speak for me. And I love women, but I want us to live a long life and us to push, hashtag push back the plate, and there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't eat all of those greens or chicken with hot sauce and every day. Every once in a while, but push back and have a nice little salad or a sandwich. Without with all that excessive mayonnaise. You put 3 gallons of mayonnaise and then you want to have a diet coke. That's not healthy. And I know y'all may not agree with my choice of words, but my heart comes from a good place. I'm coming from a good
You're a
place.
hard cook. Chat, because I can't even see the chat right now, but let me let the record reflect. I do not condone anything that Wiley, Marquise Wiley is talking about. I have no issues with anybody. I love Lizzo. I love her music. Ice Spice, I don't know her personally or her music, but I think she's beautiful. And I have no issues with Mr. Reese G at all. So
Yeah, I don't know
I had
why
to
would
put that
people
out
think that
there.
because I said it in my mouth, the thing, and it just came out. When I saw you, I sing Reese, and I said, okay, I got to talk to Reese. But one thing I can say about you, Marquette, at the war show and that we had in DFW back in 2019, we had a conversation. Now Reese ran very fast to get to the food and everything. I don't know
Oh
why. He
my
could have just had burned some calories and having a conversation with me. He didn't want to do that, but you had a conversation with me, and I think that's such an honor that you.
So why couldn't it just be, you know what? I think that me and Reese have some issues that we haven't resolved. So that's why he didn't want to speak to me. Why you gotta throw in he ran to the food table? Why do you have to
That's
throw that in
that was
there?
just in my mind. That was in my mind, and so I'm like, yeah, you don't think he ran to the food table? It's okay if you don't believe it, but that's what I saw, and I will have to rewind the tape. I have stuff recorded and see about it. But again, this is not a reflection of you. This is like a reflection. And Reese is a good guy. He have his own show and he does an amazing thing. He invited me on this show and everything, but I said I would have to really sleep on it to do a dating show because I don't see myself dating and being in a successful relationship with another man. That's just my choice. But I'm so happy that you're here.
So
Um,
can we just dial on that real quickly here, just quickly. So you
yes,
say you don't see yourself being with a man. So eventually you want to marry a woman and potentially have kids. But if you do that, are you still going to have an attraction to a man? Are you
I
still?
don't think so. I think I can just turn it off like I'm turning off water. Um, and so I really believe so. And then I will see once I get Mrs. Wiley and everything like that. And
Are you
if
attracted to a man now?
no, I'm really not. I haven't really been with a guy. It's been a while since I've been with a guy. You know,
What's a while, Wiley? Because with you, you have to ask direct questions. What's a while?
it's been almost a year. I would say almost a year. Very intimate with a guy, almost a year. And I'm proud of that because, like I said, I'm always busy. I'm always doing things. So I'm really, really good. I've been intimate with a female back in the beginning of February, and I thought I had got her pregnant, but thank the Lord, I don't believe it is March the 7th that she's pregnant. Thank God. Because you know, with men, you can do whatever, they're not going to get pregnant. But with females, you can't be not having protection, and it's a possibility. Of course, you can get into other things, but main thing that I've looked at in others
So
is the
I
pregnancy.
I feel like we need to turn the tables on you because I just feel like this is your time to get grilled. So let's talk about this woman you quote unquote met. So
Yeah.
you met this woman where?
No,
And,
I've been knowing her
hold
for
on,
years.
and we don't need the long story. We just need the straight
I've been
facts.
knowing her for years. It doesn't matter. I've been knowing her for over 10 years. That was just the first time we've been intimate.
So she
Absolutely.
came to your house and y'all was just like,
No, I
let's
have
do
gotten a
it.
hotel room.
Oh, so this was like a planned event.
Yeah, that's in Chicago. Yeah, I went to the city, got a nice hotel room. It was really nice. And we ate, had an amazing meal, and it was nice. It was really, really nice. Of course, I didn't. Of course, I came in within 4 or 5 minutes. I'm very hurt by that because I should have lasted longer. But it was just amazing. It was a great feeling, and I will never forget it. And it was really great. And she is I would say, the second female out of my 32 years of living that I've been intimate with. Patrice being number one, and of course this other sister. So
Not
I'm
you
just
over here
excited.
name dropping. You ain't got name drop nobody. We don't know Patrice.
I'm excited. I'm excited and stuff like that. I'm really, really excited. I thank you because you are the executive producer. You know, I should host the reunion show, but if you're not gonna choose me, you know, at that time,
Listen,
it's always next year.
I feel like every time I speak with you or I open up my DMs, you're harassing me. And then and then you're sending all of your I'm not sure what you call your chat
Producers,
family.
I call them
The
producers.
producers. You send them my way, stressing me out.
You know, or it could be always next year and stuff like that. Because, like I said, I will see you around. I don't really see you in a club, but we will
Because
definitely.
probably you don't come outside. You just started walking out your front door 2 weeks ago. I've been out here. I don't know where you've been, but I've been out here. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Chasing Dallas season
Yes,
4, episode 1 and 2. It's getting even more juicier, especially coming up this Thursday.
yes. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch it. Like I said, I'm gonna watch it when I'm on the train heading back to Dallas, and I'm gonna take my notes like I always do. And I'm gonna review it, and that's gonna be my second episode. Then, of course, Thursday I'll be able to review it after the show because I'll be in Dallas. And
You know what? I got a quick question. I'm sorry, it just dialed back to me.
mhm.
It just dialed back to me. I have a lot of female friends who live all over. And we always have these conversations of if a guy came to you and said, "Hey, I used to be gay, or I used to be bi, or I messed with a guy, would you still mess with me, or would you still deal with them?" 100%, all of them said no. So what makes this girl that you know for over
I
10 years openly say, "I want to fuck Wiley"?
I think that it comes with communication. It comes with her dealing with females as well, that she have a quite understanding. And most female will tell you no, but it depends on the guy. It depends on the guy. Now, most female will not come out and say yes, I will do it because they will get destroyed by other. You know, they would get trashed by other people. Say, why would you do that? Blah 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 blah. But if you get to know that female and the communication is there, and the vibe is there, you would do it. It is what it is. So I just think most females will not admit, and let's be clear, most females have done with men that dealt with other men. They just either A, don't know it or don't want to know it.
So
Yeah.
I always preach to like to anybody who I'm giving dating advice. I always preach this. I say, um, whoever you are trying to date, they need to make sure that they have their lives and their livelihood together. They should be a bonus to you, not a stress. Okay, you shouldn't have to pay for them. Like you shouldn't have to be like picking up the scraps for them, right?
That's true.
So my question is, what do you bring to the table that a woman or a man should be interested in you?
I think that what I bring, number one, is stability. Number two, I'm entertained. I have the show, the platform. And number three, I don't have the baggage of having children with multiple women. That's a good plus. Because a lot of men my age, 32, they have the average probably two baby mamas or just one baby mama, and it's just a lot. They come with a lot of baggage. I don't come with that baggage, and so I have that, and also have a thriving show. It could be better. It will be better, and I love that. And I also going back into the workforce. I have multiple streams of income. That's another plus. A lot of these brothers, you know, want to live up on a female, and I'm not that type of brother. I don't live up on females
So let me just say,
or men.
if you were to come to me and if you were to come to me and you told me those answers, I would decline because you kind of gave me things that are like surface. I need somebody who's going to tell me how they are how they're honest. They will protect me. They are, they love their family. Like there's certain keywords, certain things that people want to hear. We don't, not saying that your show is not doing well or won't do well, but if you have a show or don't have a show, that doesn't do anything, right? You don't have any kids. A lot of men don't have any kids. But what about you personally? Like your attributes, your personality, that's going to make me want to continue to have conversations with you. Like, can you even have a full conversation without
I
bringing
have
something?
multiple. I talk for a living, so of course, I can have multiple full conversations, and that's why she fell for me because of those attributes. And so I do. I'm a very good guy, very very mature, and I get along with a lot of people. Um, I got along with Reese. He offered me a
Why do you
position.
keep bringing him up?
Uh, no, I'll just use it as an example. And so I get
Okay,
along
okay,
with.
time out. You say you bring him up. Now, were you trying to date him and be his boyfriend? Because there's a
I,
difference
I
between just hit and quit.
I don't know. It was just a hit and quit situation. I don't think would ever date a man. Number one, number two. I don't want to date a man unless he's working beneath me in a business or where he's like my cameraman. I don't want him to do the same space as me because that becomes messy. But that's just my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
want
just,
if you date a man, you want him to work beneath you, so he can't be above you as far as like he can't he can't thrive in his own thing that's topping what you do.
no. I have to be Oprah. He have to be my stepman.
Oh, Wiley.
That's just my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion.
Wiley. I mean, to each his own. Okay, but okay. I feel like you've had this thought process for a while. Has this been working out for you?
I think they have been working out for me because I choose. I never knew that man. I never wanted to be in a relationship with a guy. I've been with one, and I cheated on him majority of the relationship, and so, and that was when I was in my 20s. So I'm good. I'm really, really good. I'm right now working on self. Working on self. That's what I'm doing. And I think most people should work on self and actually get to know yourself. And so I treat myself out to the most, go to the movies or nice book or etc. That's what I do. But I thank you for coming on because I was shocked that you hit the link this lovely Tuesday
Well,
morning.
because I tuned in and I saw you were talking about nappy hair, and I was like, you know what, Wiley, you're trolling today. You are really trolling today, and I just want you to admit, you know what, Markel, you're right. Today I'm trolling. Go ahead and just say
I
it.
don't I don't I don't think I'm trolling. I think that Dave Chappelle and I and others, we're just being ourselves. We are coming in, giving our opinion, And I think that we have been so conditioned of hearing nice words and hearing politically correct things that we typically don't want to be ourselves. And I don't want a person that's politically correct. I want a person that's going to keep it real with me. And I just that's what I thrive for. But I have to be able to keep it real. Just like I said, Ricky Smiley's a terrible father, and of course I got a lot of pushback. But that's my opinion. And why are we being judged and criticized for having our opinion? Back in the day, you could say, "Oh, girl, your hair's nappy. You know, you need a perm." You could say that back in the day, but now, oh my gosh, what about this? What about that? Like, come on, bro. Like, I have to be me, and I have to be who I am, and I'm me. And thank you for coming out and supporting Lizzo. And like I said, thank you for supporting her and supporting, I say, even though you don't know bars, you're not a fan of her music, and that's pretty much my point. She ain't talented, and I'm glad that you were able to give your advice for Ice Spice, and hopefully one day you could take a picture with her and y'all can compare
I'm
hair texture.
I'm I'm look, I just turned to my Nicki Minaj. Okay, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me to come on and speak my piece.
No, thank you.
Thank you to all the producers in the chat. But I want to leave one question to all the producers in the chat. I want you, if you are, because I feel like probably 90% of your viewers are women. If you can be
Yes.
100% honest, I want you to type in the number one if you will date a bisexual man or a man who tells you that he has been with the man before. Say one for yes, two for no. I'll be in the chat watching. Gotta go.
Okay. That's a very good question. But like I said, a lot of women
Number
have
one for
opinions.
yes, you would date a bisexual
Or
man,
two
or
for
two for
no.
no.
Okay. Thank
Mighty
you.
Paris.
So it's one more subject to get into. Most women will say no. They have already dated. Some of y'all sleeping with a bisexual man and a down low man in your room. Okay, so let me talk about. Oh wow, let me talk about Gupta really quickly. Don't hang up. That's backstage. I got to get my lift. I got to get up out of here. I wasn't expecting Markel to come on, but thank you. Uh, give me a second. Hold on. It's Gupta. Goopa. Oh, Gerald. So they got on the phone yesterday and they did a show. Bye, Jaden. Jaden. Bye. Yeah. So thank y'all for this. That was my nephew. So shout out to both of these people. They were able to clash. And Gerald have moved on with a new woman. So she got on the phone with the new woman as well. She got on the phone with the new woman as well. Got on the phone with him. Got on the phone with her, and they did a whole clash. He moved on. My thing is this: she doesn't need this because this is yet another stressor for Jaguar Wright. Another stressor for Jag, and eventually you will see her get tased by the cops and other things. It's definitely going to happen. Jag need the help. And she don't need she need a husband, but a supportive husband that encourage her to get mental health treatment. Gooba or Gerald can't do it because he's not in any mental capacity to do it for his wife. I think that he covered a lot of her things, and now she have turned against him, and now he want to move on with his life, and they're recording all there. All right, so I'm gonna take this last person in here because I gotta go. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. It's one more thing I gotta go. Oh, my nephew, he gone. Okay. Do this really quickly. And I think it's somebody else, but okay, she gone. Thank y'all so very much for coming through today. I will see y'all later. I'm gonna get my lift right now. Get my lift while I'm on here. And then next time you will see me is in Dallas, Texas. It's Dallas, Texas. Let me see. All right, safe travels. I gotta go. Okay, hold on. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. See y'all later. Make sure y'all subscribe to the show. Members, we will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you to Markel for chasing Dallas, the executive producer, for coming on. So make sure y'all go and check out that show. And we will have our Chasing Dallas review tomorrow. That's going to drop tomorrow. And also, we have the members. You all will get risk taker stuff as well. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all later. Bye. This was so much fun. Oh man, this was so much fun. Wow. But for 1 hour, there we go.